Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. My rules now, greedy belly. That's what Alexander Usyk is saying. And when he says that, I mean, does he have a point? Now, I'll say this. I was paying attention to the video conference with Usyk and his promoter, manager, whatever the hell that guy's position is, and Tyson Fury with Turkey Al-Sheikh. And the first thing that jumped out to me is Tyson Fury sitting there with Turkey Al-Sheikh chilling. And Usyk and his guy, Clemus, whatever the hell his name is, they're sitting over there looking miserable as hell. And at first I was like, God damn, well, we all know who's running the show. It's Tyson Fury. But then I realized, I believe Usyk is in Spain. So I said, okay, I'm sure if he would have been in Saudi Arabia, like Tyson Fury, Turkey Al-Sheikh would have had them all probably sitting at a table and they would have had, a sit down, right? But at the same time, this goes back to what I've been saying, man, for over a year. Tyson Fury is caught up in something, man, that it's been good for him. It's been good for him. But I just think right now, some things are catching up with him. And when you watch Alexander Usyk, when he says, my rules, he's frustrated as hell because I think Usyk knows that, Usyk knows a couple things. One, Tyson Fury only has one belt. Usyk has the rest, right? Usyk probably feels if the Tyson Fury fight doesn't happen, although he wants the undisputed, he'll go fight his mandatory Hrgovic, probably beat Hrgovic, but Hrgovic can fight. But he beats Hrgovic. Now he still has his belts. Between that fight and maybe getting ready for his next mandatory, whoever that is, maybe Tyson Fury fights somebody because he's going to have a mandatory, right? And Tyson Fury loses. Or Tyson Fury retires. And then Usyk can go into an undisputed bout with somebody else, and where the fight and the negotiations and the fight actually happen is much easier. But I still think with Alexander Usyk, he's not getting any younger either. And for him to say, his goal, his dream, to become undisputed at heavyweight, I can't see him just kind of kicking that goal down the road because of Tyson Fury's antics. That goal has been kicked down the road, but not of any of Alexander Usyk's doing. Tyson Fury has everything to do with the undisputed bout not happening. And what we're seeing here is very frustrating. And Usyk is frustrated. But I don't know if Usyk, although he has all them damn belts, I'm not so sure Usyk is in any position to create his own rules and dictate anything. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to say he doesn't run any show. I'm willing to say Tyson Fury doesn't dictate shit. He doesn't run any show. There's only one boss over there, and he's ruling with an iron fist, and he has a super sharp sword by his side. That guy's name is Turkey. I'm not jiving, Al-Sheikh. And if Usyk, for some reason, gets so frustrated and allows his manager, promoter, Climax, whatever the hell his name is, right, allows him to convince Usyk that, hey, we'll just go do something different, doesn't quite work like that. Because when you go out there, right, they ain't learning their lesson right now from what Tyson Fury and his bullshit. You go out there now, once the Saudis have put, Turkey Al-Sheikh has put so much money in your pocket and into boxing, right? And into convincing, I'm just going to say his leadership, right? That we're doing the right thing. And then you think now, this fight that was supposed to happen next week, that's been pushed to May 18th, that you can come now after the fight's already been delayed to May 18th, and you say, no, we're going to do something different. One, Turkey Al-Sheikh, he already said these guys have to pay $10 million, right? And the thing is, you're still going to have to fight because I'm sure there's some kind of contract in place that says they have so many fights with him. I'm sure they just can't walk away. I just don't think that Usyk and his team can just walk away and do something else in another country. I just don't think so. I just don't think it works like that. I'm being honest with you. I just don't think it works like that. So maybe what we're seeing here is we're getting a peek behind the tent flaps to see how things really work when you're dealing with the Saudis. And as long as you're going with the flow, whatever start dates they establish for events, they expect it to happen. You understand? And as long as everything is happening, they have no problem. They'll pay you. Everything's good. It's all smiles. It's all about salam alaikum, inshallah, calling your brother. Things don't go as planned. Hold your horses. You're taking it to the stupid. Off with their heads. And that's what I think you could, I really think you could see something like that happening out there. It's really crazy. But for Usyk, I do feel a little frustrated for him, because Usyk has been very classy. He's trying to remain disciplined, trying to stay focused on the goal at hand. But I do think deep down, Usyk and his team understand that Turki Al-Sheikh, I'm not going to say he's on their side, but Turki Al-Sheikh wants to make the undisputed fight happen. And if Usyk wants to go do something else, under his old rules that he's going to allow to govern his decisions, right? I just don't think, one, he'll get the dream fight he wants, which is to be undisputed with Tyson Fury or whoever ends up holding the belt. And two, I don't think the money will quite be there. And three, I just think if he tries to do something like that, it's going to be some serious repercussions, man. You know what I'm saying? And not just financially. I'm talking about somebody may lose a goddamn foot out there, I'm joking, but I'm serious. But that being said, Tyson Fury is a guy who's just in a position where you can see that he knows he can get away with murder. With murder. Shit. But he also knows he can probably get his ass murdered out there in Saudi Arabia too. I'm joking. But Tyson Fury knows he can get away with murder, man. And he's been allowed to do it for a while. And I truly believe with Usyk going back home for a couple of days, I think that's a good thing for Usyk. And I know he feels great to be able to go see his wife, his kids for 2-3 days, and then return and then, continue with his training camp. But to have a break in camp like that, I think this is exactly what Tyson Fury wanted. That's why Usyk, in my opinion, is out here talking about it's going to be my rules now. It makes you wonder, what rules were you following before? Like, that would be the question. Okay, you coming up with, is your rules now? Okay, big shot. What rules were you following before? Like that's my question. What is it? What was governing you before? What were you told? What was the orders of procedures, man? Like who actually came here, man, and kind of outlined a kind of checklist on what you will, what you can and can't do, and what you need to do at this certain point in time. That's my thing. There had to be some kind of expectation management put in place. And Usyk and Tyson Fury, and it sounds like all fighters may have to follow. But what is it to where he feels now he needs to create his own rules? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. He doesn't control Fury. He has no say in what the hell Turki Al-Sheikh does. Turki Al-Sheikh can say all day is for these guys to make decisions, and we're all brothers and I listen to them and it's what the fighters want. No, it's what Turki Al-Sheikh wants. And if you guys didn't learn that from when he was doing that video conference the other day, I don't know what it's going to take for y'all to realize that. Turki Al-Sheikh seems to be a cool cat, but he's still, part of the royal family. The man is worth, that whole leadership team worth trillions and trillions of dollars. He's used to being a boss. He's using the pointing fingers and shit happens. He's not going to sit there and allow Tyson Fury, Usyk, any fighter come out there with their bullshit and have him feeling like he's losing control, he's losing authority. That's not going to happen. Ain't no delegating going on over there. They say you can delegate authority but not responsibility. Oh, he ain't delegating nothing. He has conversations. Just like me. Shit, they should call me Turkey Yellow Hood Champion. because that's what we do on this channel. We have conversations. But Turkey Usyk has conversations, but he ain't delegating nothing. He has a conversation. If what you're saying is a better way, a more sensible way of doing things, a smarter way, we can get the desired results in a shorter period of time. Well, then he'll like, okay, I'll take that into consideration. And it could affect the way he's planning things. But other than that, this is what I want. Do it. So let's see what happens, man. At this point in time, you know, I got the hairy eyeball on Tyson Fury. I think Usyk is going to be there. I think he's going to show up for fight night. For Tyson Fury, we can keep talking about, you know, why would he try to get out of a word on the street that payday can be somewhere close to 100 million, right? Why would he try to get out of that payday? That's not the question. The question is, why is it taking so much energy and effort to get this man in the ring? And the short and sweet of it, based on what Tyson Fury has said in the past, and I do believe this to be true, he looks at Alexander Usyk as a guy who has all the belts that he once had already. And now he has a WBC belt. So Tyson Fury feels like, you know what? I've already had all the belts. I'm basically, in his own mind, undisputed already in the 4-belt era because I've had all 4 belts. Just not at the same time. But in his mind, that's how Tyson Fury feels, based on, you know, his statements. But we all know that there's truth to that. He has held all belts, but he hasn't held them at the same time. So he's a little off being there. That being said, Tyson Fury and Usyk, this fight needs to happen. And I do believe Tyson Fury will be there. Will he win the fight? You know, I'm leaning more towards Usyk now. I really am. But, you know, you just don't know. But that being said, Alexander Usyk is frustrated. His team's frustrated. They feel Tyson Fury's a coward. He doesn't want to fight. And Tyson Fury, this is a situation where, and I think it's fair to say this, Tyson Fury has more to lose, less to gain by fighting Usyk. More to lose, less to gain. Usyk has more to gain, less to lose. Remember, he's the smaller guy coming up. And although he's been handling business, people still, you know, to this day they kind of feel like, well, he's going to lose this next fight. He'll lose this next fight. It's kind of like when Danny Garcia at 140, 147, he just figured, you know, he looked simple, but, you know, he just kept somehow winning and picking up titles. And it's kind of the same thing, you know, when is he going to lose? And I think with Usyk, although a lot of people, we all recognize and respect his skills, but I think it's kind of the same thing. Well, when's he going to lose? He may not. And after if he beats Tyson Fury, becomes undisputed, hell, Usyk may hang it up. The kind of money that Usyk has fallen into, bubbling up to the heavyweight division, makes me wonder who got in his ear and told him coming up to heavyweight. And just like they told Tyson Fury, will lead you to unimaginable wealth, maybe somebody told Usyk, will lead you to unimaginable wealth. And the reason I say that is because Usyk, he signed a skills challenge promotion over there in Saudi. How? How did that come about? So that's a question we ain't talking about. So I may need to do a video on Usyk and how he ended up on skills challenge promotion. And those guys on skills challenge promotion and their known ties to Daniel Kinahan, and just try to bridge that gap to better understand what the hell is Usyk's story? What's the background on him to just kind of rise, in my opinion, from obscurity to be where he is now? How? That being said, y'all keep cool. You know, I'm in the breeze.